exciting, great lifestyle, but one of the biggest obstacles to overcome or that you're going to encounter when you first start is where to shower. So I'm just going to go over like the top 10 places to shower, or I guess really like places / ways to shower, because they're not all definitive places. Also, these are in no particular order in terms of popularity. I actually think the most popular one is number 9. And keep in mind that these are not the only places to shower. This is just going to be a list of 10 of them, but if there's something that you really want to add to the list, feel free to do so and just leave a comment. So number 1 is just going to be a baby wipe bath or the usage of water bottles. Pretty self-explanatory. Take a couple baby wipes, you know, get the key spots, try to not stink and feel as clean as you possibly can. With the water bottles, kind of like I've done things where just pulled over on the side of a road and used a water bottle to wet my hair, kind of shampoo it inside the vehicle and then rinse it, as long as I was using biodegradable soap and it wasn't in an area that was like super populated and, you know, midday when people are out walking around, kind of keep a stealth factor to it. That really worked for me. The baby wipes thing, I think it's pretty convenient just because you can pretty much like you can do that inside your vehicle. So, you know, you can, again, the stealth factor, you can keep that super low key. And you can always do things like freshen up in public restrooms. I promise you it gets less awkward each time you do it. But at the end of the day, like, you cannot do that all the time, otherwise, yeah, you just, well, I mean, I guess you could, but you gonna smell. And so I wouldn't recommend it for, you know, the long term, kind of just as like an in-between type of thing. Number 2 would just be campgrounds. And the thing with campgrounds is that some of them have showers and some of them don't, and then some of them are free and some of them are not. So just be mindful of that whenever you're looking for a campground shower. Number 3 is gonna be a makeshift shower or a solar shower. So what I mean by makeshift shower is, like, I have one that I made out of a weed pressurizer. I have a video showing how I did it if you guys want to check that out. And then solar showers or other types of kind of makeshift showers, they sell those at almost any outdoor store. In order to get like a comfortable warm shower, I just boil some water and mix it with room temperature water, and it works really great. For solar showers, they are typically black, so then you leave them outside and they heat up with the sun. So I don't know, I think it's a pretty convenient way of staying clean. I personally really like this one just because the shower that I have is portable, so sometimes I can shower outside, like if the weather's nice and there's not anyone around, or if I have to, I can always shower inside the van. Moving on to number 4 is going to be the houses of your friends and family. So I like to keep this pretty minimal just because of the fact that I feel if I am choosing this lifestyle, I don't kind of want to infringe upon others. I want to be able to take responsibility for myself, for my choices, and since this is something that I have willingly decided to do, I feel like I want to remain as self-sufficient as possible. But, you know, in the case that I'm visiting a family member and they're like, yeah, just shower at my house, and it's like, you know, that's kind of what I'm talking about, rather than consistently seeking them out and depending on them in order to get your daily shower or your every other day shower, whatever, you know? So kind of alongside that, number 5 is going to be strangers' houses. And I know a lot of people are gonna freak out, but here's the thing. I'm mainly talking about like websites, 2 websites in particular. It's going to be the couch surfing website and warm showers. And so for couch surfing, that's kind of more geared towards people with the intent to stay the night, so they're willing to host you. A lot of times they're willing to, you know, give you meals and drive you around or show you around, hang out with you and stuff like that. So in the past, I found it very easy to just, you know, communicate with them and tell them, like, I'm not looking for a place to stay the night, but I am looking for a shower. Is that something, you know, that would be okay with you? But it's even also worked out that I've gotten a shower out of it, and then I've been able to park in someone's driveway for the night. And then the warm showers website, that's a little more specifically for cyclists, but again, same deal. Like, if you get on there and just talk to the person and let them know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, I live in a car, I'm looking for a shower, I've found that they're usually totally fine with it. And of course, there's the whole safety factor that goes with it. Like, you don't know this person, so just be really careful. Take the time to be sure that you're comfortable with the situation and you feel that you can handle what you're getting into. But I mean, that kind of goes with all of these. But at the same time, I think It's definitely not the same as just walking out on a random street and finding the first person you see and saying, hey, can I shower at your house? There's a little bit more of a verification process that goes through with people registering for these things and you communicating with them, but always, always, always keep your safety your number one priority. Number 6 is outside in nature. So lakes, rivers, waterfalls, I guess the ocean if you really wanted to, just anywhere that there is a large body of water that you can use to your advantage. The 7th thing is going to be hotels, and I know that that's not going to be super popular because a lot of us live in our vehicles for the entire reason to not spend money on hotels, especially, when traveling and everything. In my case, I've done this, I think, twice, and unfortunately both times it was because I got really sick. But even if you find yourself just so stressed out because you can't find a place to park, or the area is maybe just a little too sketchy, or you're just really you need a break, I don't think there's anything wrong with just, if you can afford it budget-wise, just check yourself into a hotel, get a nice hot shower, and then figure out what to do from there. Next is going to be rest areas or truck stops, and I think it's Flying J or no, it's Love's. They have showers for $12, and that's really not that expensive. I mean, if you do it every single day, yeah, that's definitely going to add up. But for a good shower every once in a while, it's really not that much, and they keep their facilities very clean just because they constantly have people going in and out of there, like truckers who are showering. At least from what I've seen, all the places that I've stopped have been very, very clean. And it's always a possibility that while you're there, you could run into a trucker, they could have an extra shower or something on their card and let you use it, Number 9 is probably the most frequently used, and that's going to be gyms. So I think the most common gym that people use is Planet Fitness. It's $10 per month for a membership, and they've got Planet Fitnesses everywhere. So if you're thinking about moving into a car or a van and trying to figure out where to shower, that might be the winner. I personally use gyms a lot too. However, I don't have a membership to Planet Fitness. I usually end up at climbing gyms, so they've got showers there, and that works for me just fine. And lastly, number 10 is just going to be other public showers. So for instance, when I was in school, I would shower at the locker room. I used to have a job that had showers. It was a lab, and the types of materials that we used to deal with. Anyways, at the beach they have showers, or rec centers, or swimming pools, anything like that. Pretty much any public place where you can find a shower. So one more time, the safety thing for all of these is going to be the same. Just be mindful of it, take it into consideration, do your best, and try not to put yourself in harm's way. I know that some of these might sound a little bit iffy, and that's totally understandable. Just always go with what's right for you personally, because it's not going to be the same for all of us. I hope that this list of 10 places or ways to shower was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.